dry campus, I'm kidding. You know what is dry, though? My sense of humor. Did you think I was going to say vagina? Vagina! There, I said it. My life was a lot more fun before I knew what that thing was. Actually, it was a lot more fun before I knew what much of anything was. I would play pretend. God, playing pretend was so much fun, but what's not fun about it is that it's not real. For example, playing house. Golly, that was good. Until it's not, and you grow up in a real home with domestic violence and alcohol abuse. And then you just have to get really good at hide and seek. I said, Mom, that is okay, but that is a different game. You can laugh, it's okay. Let's see, I also played teacher. Teacher was so fun. It's like for 30 minutes at recess, you're not just Brianna, you are Miss Brianna. And you're like, Billy, sit down. But again, not quite like the real thing. You know, I mean, look at us, left and right. Teachers are going on strike because they're getting bitten 5 times a day and they're paid with cereal box tops. It's harsh. And don't get me started on being a waitress. I loved to play waitress as a little girl, but that does not quite prepare you for the pain that you feel when a bitch at table 4 is giving you side-eye for forgetting to bring her lemons when you have 16 tables at the same time and it is all of their anniversaries. And then serving becomes a little bit more like DEFCON 5 and there is a bomb in the room that you can't tell anyone about, and greeting each table is like meeting your boyfriend's parents for the first time. Anyone in here ever watch someone get fired? I did once. It was phenomenal. It was like watching a hawk come down and eat a live pigeon on top of a Subaru. Which actually happened. That is a true story that my friend witnessed outside of a Kroger. He said it was like Nat Geo's, very visceral, and that he didn't want to be there, but he couldn't look away. And I was like, I know that exact feeling. It's okay, she's young, she'll find another job. I babysit. I love kids. They're such wussies. I was with Wyatt the other day, and we started to play basketball. And I kept dunking on his ass, and he starts to get upset, like he's crying every time that I have the ball in my hand. And I'm like, dude, if you can't take the heat, get out of your backyard. He's 6, but I'll teach him how to be a man. I love driving through Savannah. We have the best car DJs, or as I like to call them, the songbirds of our streets. So any given day, you might be driving down Broughton, and all of a sudden, Johnny Goodboy rolls up, and he's like blasting, "Yes, I love good cold beer and Bibles in my fries." And he knows that everyone is enjoying this severely, so he's so considerate. And he just keeps turning it up until all 6 wheels on his Ford Velociraptor are vibrating. And then you just see in the distance his Confederate flag blowing with the breeze and the wind. And you feel like you're at a parade, and he's just gonna start throwing fried chicken and a greased ham out of every single window. It's magical. We have a great open container policy here in Savannah as well. Don't try it past Forsyth. I did once, and big mistake. But really, no, I like to see people taking advantage of it. I mean, you should never leave a restaurant empty-handed. I say you get what you pay for, no matter the cost. I saw a woman walk out of a bar last night with a full Flagstaff of rosemary and cilantro from her drink garnish in hand. No drinks, just the garnishes. I clapped. I thought, what a resourceful woman. She can go home and replant those later. It's really tough when you look like you masturbate in public. Let me explain. Anyone in here have bladder spasms? You lucky? No? It's just me. Okay. Well, picture this. You're in a Barnes & Noble, reading a good book, standing up. When suddenly, without warning, it hits you and you have to pee like a motherfucker. So you're left with all resorts gone. You just have to crouch down on the floor and start gyrating while you stare at a bird-watching magazine. And you're doing that for about 5 straight minutes, imagining everyone walking by concerned. But thank God, we live in a day and age where women can walk by now. And they see me. They're like, you go, girl. I see what you're doing, and I support it. Amen. I love making friends, especially with strangers in public places, because that's extra weird. So, God, I could be literally anywhere. This has happened. I don't know what it is about me, but 3 times in the last month, I have been approached and befriended with a stranger in an aisle. So I could just be sitting here sifting through shit, and someone comes over. Oh my God, are you gonna buy those crackers? I love those crackers. How do you feel about them? Don, that's my husband. Don loves these crackers. In fact, we bring them to bingo every Saturday night. You should come. And this detergent here, you like lavender? I was a little iffy about that one, I don't know. My name's Lisa, how are you doing? And I'm like, Lisa, this is all good and well, but what the fuck? I literally endured a full crisis with a woman over loose leaf tea in a Home Goods last weekend. She was searching for it left and right, and I don't know what it was, but she felt the need to approach me and start a conversation, and 5 minutes in, we had formed some sort of an alliance. So, when 10 minutes later, I'm in the soap aisle and I hear a shrill from across the store, I knew that was Karen. Karen, did you find the tea? She was like, yeah, I fucking found the tea! I was like, good for you. Karen is now one of my future bridesmaids. I think that is all the time I have, but I would like to welcome each and every one of you to approach me in a Whole Foods next time you see me.